coconut.
Hi! Hello, everybody! Oh my gosh, we're back! Hey. I would just like to say cheers to everybody. We made it back alive from record-breaking heat in Venture, LA to come back, and now we're back to the main story, so cheers! This is awesome!
I already drank, sorry.
That's okay. I know. I also have champagne, so I feel very fancy in my flute glass that says cheers. Just so you know what to do with it.
Is that a leftover from like a holiday party?
I have no idea. Yeah, I didn't know we had this. I found it in the back of our cabinet. I was like, oh, tonight we're gonna be fancy. Fancy bitches.
You know what
I feel like an old lady. I'm drinking green tea. Have anything.
Oh, is it decaf? Because then you're really an old lady.
No.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I was literally falling asleep in rehearsal, which is bad, and I shouldn't say that, but I was. So.
Oh man, I took a fucking nap earlier, and it was amazing.
Nice. Jealous.
Oh.
Lobstar, I do have a new background. This is actually the map of the world drawn by Brittany Quintero here. So we had this made for the playmat in Venture LA, and now it is behind me, and will soon be available for purchase on our website, venturemaidens.com. Also, yes, Nassim's crown is the best.
Yeah, I was waiting. I didn't want to interrupt. I'm like, yeah, Nassim's crown is the best.
Yeah.
She got a double crown.
Yeah, double crown of inspiration. So bandana 1, hat 2, because we've got a Western theme going on for Saye, clearly.
Okay.
Wow! Pew, 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 pew. Wait, that was laser guns. Never mind.
I'm buying the shit out of that map.
Yeah, okay, now I have to put the Twitch away. I'm so delighted to talk to you all, but I've got to remember how to play D&D. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, Venture LA was amazing. Thank you again to our Patreon donors for making that possible. We had so much fun and made so much cool stuff, and you're actually going to be getting the prequel episode that we recorded for Venture LA will be coming out on Sunday. So everybody can enjoy that fun, very silly time that we had, the story of the Maidens. But yeah, with that, we haven't actually played this game for 3 weeks.
Holy moly.
Yeah, so we are definitely going to have to travel back through the canals of time to remember and recap. Before that, though, I guess I should introduce myself. Hi, everybody. I'm your Dungeon Master.
Close call.
I know. I swung that 180. I am your Dungeon Master, Celeste Konowich.
I'm your Elven Warlock, Brittany Quintero, playing Arnadel Ithil, and I'm recropping Sage. I'm sorry, Sage, you were cut off a little bit. So.
It's that glorious helmet. It takes up too much room.
It's just a box with just my helmet.
I need the full helmet in frame, please. And I am Nassim, playing your rootin' tootin' human monk Saye Noor.
No.
Oh my god.
Stop.
And I am your bitchin' barbarian, Kara, played by Sage.
Yes. Oh, I'm just so happy to be here, and that intro was rough, but that's okay. We're getting back into it. Now we can go ahead and talk about what happened last time on Venture Maidens.
Some shit.
Yeah, some big shit.
Oh boy, we woke up at the fucking ass crack of dawn. Not even at the ass crack, at the lower lumbar vertebrae of dawn. That's
the tramp stamp of dawn.
The tramp stamp of dawn. Oh my god, that's my new favorite thing to say now. To walk the path, which is leading up to the Keeper's Monastery, which is apparently a very arduous walk that makes you be pensive and contemplative and sweating balls.
We walked 500 miles and then we walked 500 more.
We were the man that arrived at your door.
We made some wishes on some gates.
I didn't realize how emo mine was until you guys like pointed it out.
Yeah. The storm raging inside me could be felt. So misunderstood.
Dear diary, mood apathetic.
Apathetic.
Yeah. So I was like, so Saya wishes for some generic good shit, you know.
World peace.
Kara wished for the prosperous future for our little friend Kyoko.
Mm-hmm.
And
And Rana loved that
yeah,
shit.
he like teared up a little bit. It was like,
And then we finally, eventually, made it up to the, what is it? Was it
Monastery.
a monastery? Yes. Where we met what were my notes? My notes were really silly.
There were some old folk.
There's one very old person. You also met some other people though.
yes, there's one super old dude, and then he was human.
Halfling.
He was a halfling.
Halfling.
So he was
Yeah.
a very tiny old man.
That's
It
right.
said old halfling dude named Shen,
Mhm.
pretty lady named Breeze.
Hey, pretty lady.
Hey, pretty lady. And then a black purple lady named Lorelei.
Mm-hmm.
So she
And one of them was a genasi, an air genasi. Was that the pretty lady?
Breeze.
That's
Yeah.
the pretty lady.
Yeah.
Who is
Oh.
also Rana's
Sister. Dun
Yes.
dun dun.
Yes.
Yes, and then they asked us questions. They're like, "Hey, what do you want in this world?
What you about?
What's your deal?"
Mm-hmm.
What's his deal?
And Kara had said, fighting the evil forces of the world and setting right the things that have been wronged, essentially.
Saya said that she wanted to be at the side of whoever needed her.
Mm-hmm. And then Arnadel said yes.
All of it.
Because they asked, are you willing to do what must be done? And Arnadel answered yes.
Yeah.
Yes?
I think
Yes, queen.
Yes.
Yes, queen.
Duh.
Avi. And then what happened?
Oh, and then some weird, crazy magic shit happened. We got put in like a pocket dimension or some fucking weird ass thing, and now we're being forced to pass a test in order for them to give us the dagger that cuts through the veils. They're like, all right, well, if you're worthy, then, fight off your greatest fears. And it feels weird and far away, and everything's blurry. And then the manifestations of our greatest fears.
Also, we must add Rana freaking the fuck out. Rana was losing his mind.
Oh, yeah.
Before we faded away, they're like, no! Like, and we're all just like, what?
Whoa. Why are you screaming?
Yeah.
Lulz.
Yep. So you had basically, so last time you had ended your conversation with the keepers, and then all of a sudden this blue hazy magic started popping up, and Rana was screaming, no, they're not ready, like they haven't been trained. But before he could interfere or anything could happen, you had found yourselves, in this other kind of shadowy dimension place that had a bunch of like strange blue magic. And Arnadel, you had discovered that your detect magic doesn't work here. And
didn't I fire off a spell to see what happened? And was it not there, or was it?
It was there, but you couldn't read it. It's like this place is so saturated with magic that it's impossible to tell any difference between what is or isn't magic, making your sight effectively useless.
Mm-hmm.
And you had seen now in this strange place that this empty shadow place that had basically been laid over the top of this room you had been in before, a set of double doors had appeared. And you had walked through and you'd found this horrible scene of like there was armor and weapons all over the floor, and the walls had been scratched messages into them saying things like 32 days, I'm too weak to go on, I'm going to die here, etc. And you had discovered another set of double doors, and a magic inscription had appeared in a language that you could all read. And the inscription said, to be a Corellin requires the strength to face our fears. And you had stepped into the room, and a scene had occurred before you. So I'll re-describe the room for you to refresh your memories. You stepped into a 40 by 40 foot room that appeared to have just rocks and like broken columns, chunks of stone littered across the floor. And the walls had been made of this white, chalky, sort of wet looking material that you had determined to be like plaster. And as you had stepped into the center of the room, you had begun to hear a series of sounds coming from behind the walls, and bursting out of 3 different walls from you, you had seen 3 creatures appear. So one off to the left, you had seen this tall, gaunt figure with this slimy-looking purplish skin and these 4 tendrils coming out of its face, dressed in this black robe with a high collar, had popped out of the wall. And then to the right, you had seen this horrific, large spider body creature that had the half humanoid form of an elf with dark skin, like grafted almost onto it, pop out of the wall. And then directly across from you, you had seen a figure dressed in black with a very familiar mask that Saye recognized as the masked thing that killed her father. So, before we get any further, I think we gotta roll some initiative.
I'm very
Let's jump
excited to
in.
share, and maybe I'll regret this, but I'm using the very first set of dice that I ever bought.
Oh, what color? Wait, which ones were those?
The blue sparkly ones. They're like blue.
Yay.
It's not focusing, but yeah, that's fine.
It's too small.
Oh, I am using my Chris Perkins
Well,
dice.
guess I'm switching these bitches out. I rolled a 1.
Woohoo!
Starting the
Wait, give
game
it
off
time.
right.
Maybe it's warming up.
We'll see.
Okay. Well, you still get to add your dexterity modifier to that. So what is that, Arnadal?
Oh, okay, that's not half bad. That's a 5.
Okay.
Is that with your new hummingbird ring?
That doesn't give any initiative
that would be a
bonus.
dexterity
Oh.
save.
I see.
Ooh, woof! And I rolled great. I'm gonna have all the monsters go on the same turn because easier.
Yeah, for sure. Tara got a 10.
All right, Kara. And Saye, what did you get?
Oh, that's 23.
Damn, girl. Okay.
You so
All right.
fast.
Yeah, you so fast. You like lightning. Cowboy lightning.
The electric slide.
Yes,
Don't
there we
forget
are.
the
The electric slide. Thank
Boot
you.
scootin'. Just kidding.
Root tootin'.
Boot
Kill me
scootin'
now.
Boogie.
Yes, so that is the scenario. You are standing probably about 5 feet away from the door, and so across the room from you. So it's a pretty large room, 40 by 40. So these creatures are still significantly far away from you. You had seen, yes, the mind flare. Whatever, you know what it is.
Oh,
Mind
yeah.
flare.
I knew exactly what it was. As soon as you said tall, dark robes, I'm like, no!
Tentacle face. Yes. So the mind flare popped out of the west wall. The masked man popped out of the north wall, and then the spider thing popped out of the east wall.
Boy.
All right, and Saye, it is your move first. What would you like to do?
She is very briefly like stunned because she believed it was dead and is trying to remind herself that this is a trial, this is a trial, this is a trial, and it can't be real. But she's been having nightmares about this creature ever since we faced him. And to snap herself back into reality, she takes out the mask that she kept when we defeated him in the first place to remind herself he's dead. I'm holding his mask in my hands right here.
Cool.
And it calms her down a little bit. She puts it on.
Ooh, awesome.
Bitch, yes.
Love it.
Yeah. So you put on this ceramic mask. So, and you see both you, Arnadel and Kara, it's almost like you see these twin masks staring at each other from across the room with
I
the
love
open
the
mouth and
symbolism.
eye sockets there. Oh, hell yeah, that's so cool. If you didn't have 2 points of inspiration, I would totally give you one. But you have 2.
Sweet, thanks.
All right, and then what's next?
Next, how far away from him are we?
So
Or am I?
yeah, so if you're like 5 feet in the room and he popped right out of the other wall, so you're about 30 feet away from where he is right now.
Okay. Then, well, I'd like to attack right away.
Okay.
With, yeah, I'm gonna move forward first and attack with my quarterstaff.
Okay, so you run the 30 feet
Mm-hmm.
to face off against the masked man, absolutely. And as you get close to him, you hear that rustling of fabric, like his cloak is blowing in a wind that isn't there as you approach, and you get a little bit colder.
Gross.
Yeah, all right.
Creepy.
Go ahead, try to whack him.
All right. Ooh. 17 to hit.
Okay, that is going to do it.
Doo-ba-doo. Oh, man, I put my D8s away. Fuck. Here it is.
Why would you do that, Monk?
I don't know. I forgot that I had a D8. That I needed one. Oh, and I rolled a motherfucking 8. So,
Woo!
plus my... I can add my dex. So,
Yeah.
15.
15. Ooh, okay. And that is bludgeoning damage, yeah?
Yeah, 15 bludgeoning damage. And since I took that attack option, I'm going to use my extra attack as well.
Get it.
Hit him again.
Fuck yeah.
You can try.
And that will be an 18 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
Oh, and that's going to be 9 damage. And finally, I have a bonus action, and I'm going to hit him again.
Nice.
And that probably doesn't, because that was a 16.
Okay. 16 does hit.
Okay. Oh, and that's just 7 damage.
Okay. All right. So as you are just running across the room and you're just your quarterstaff is flying as you're like just whacking him over and over again, it seems to slow as you slice through him, almost like you're slicing through a ghost or mist. Like you can tell you're doing damage, but it's not as much as it would be if it was a completely corporeal creature. And of course, there's no reaction from this thing other than it's like fabric is kind of shifting of its own will, and you can't really see if there's a shape of a body in there. It's more of like if you would imagine just a cloak that has the shape of a person and then the mask set within the hood.
Gross.
No other reaction comes from this creature. And then I believe it is his turn. Yes. All right, here we go. And in response, he is going to try, and I need you to make a charisma saving throw for me.
Okay.
As you see the eyes of the mask begin to glow with this red, purple, spiraling light.
Ooh, spoopy.
Charisma, that's 18.
Okay. Ooh, all right. So you feel this same and familiar, like your mind, all of a sudden, there's somebody else there that's like pushing into your thoughts, and you feel this slimy presence move through your consciousness, and you push it away like you did the time before, as this thing hisses at you and kind of like retreats a little bit further back against the wall as it was unable to possess you.
She kind of screams it away. She just goes, no!
Hell no! Not today, Dad! Oh, God. Okay. All right, and then I am going to go ahead and need both Arnadel and Kara to make dexterity saving throws for me.
If I want to use my ring, do I need to call that before I roll, or...
Nope, you can call it after you fail the save. You can use it.
Is it for a spell?
It is for a spell, yes.
Okay, sweet. Then I get advantage.
I rolled a 14.
Okay.
Oh boy, 17.
Okay, so you see as the spider creature raises a hand and like makes a weird gesture towards the two of you standing in the center there. Kara, you just like jump out of the way as you see this like purple pulsating light kind of splash onto the floor behind you, or in the center of you two, and you jump out of the way. But Arnadel, you become covered in this like electroviolet light that seems to go all over your body, and you are completely illuminated now. Like the outline of you are traced in a purple light.
Does it hurt?
Nope.
I'm just like bioluminescent.
You are very visible.
Oh.
Yep, and then the creature is not going to move any closer, so it is still, the spider thing is still 30 feet away on the east side.
Cool.
Sitting there. And then we are going to go ahead and... Why did I not... Okay, I only bookmarked 2 of 3. Hang on. Processing.
Oh.
Running so many creatures is hard. Okay. There it is. Okay. All right, and then Kara and Arnadel, I'm going to go ahead and need you to make a intelligence saving throw for me. And this is not a spell.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Yay! And there it is. First one. Inspiration from Bingo. Thanks, fans.
You might have just saved my butt, because with my inspiration, I got an 18.
There you go.
Way better than a 4.
Yep. What'd you get, Arnadel?
Oh, I had to roll like 2?
Oh, an intelligence saving throw.
I don't want to get my brain in.
An intelligence saving throw is going to be 19.
Okay, all right, so both of you are fine as the mind flayer from the far side, you see its tentacles all lift up simultaneously, and then they like expand into these bursts of 4, and you see these nasty teeth for a moment.
Nasty.
Yeah, and you just hear this like this horrible like piercing sound come towards you, and you're like rocked back by it, and you like kind of have a headache all of a sudden, but this sound bounces away and you're left fine for the time being.
Gross.
Yeah, it's probably real good you passed that, Kara. Okay.
God.
And then Kara, it is your turn. But sorry, let me just let my cat out real quick. He's looking so sad at me.
Yeah, oh my god, I need to get a hair tie. I gotta get my business bun ready.
It's business time.
I'm trying to remember what my brooch of shielding does. I know it prevents me
Does a lot of shit.
Yeah, a lot of shit. I know I'm immune to like, or if it's not immune, I have resistance to magic missile, which is tight as fuck. That's so
Yeah,
tight.
it was something like that.
So what is it? No scrying. No magic missile.
Yep.
Resistance to force damage.
Resistance to force damage, yeah. And then that's it.
That's it.
That's all. Yeah, alright, so Kara, it is your turn.
Oh boy, let me get my business bun.
Let me get my business bun up. Excuse me.
Yeah. Alright. Let's go. Alright, so she is going to use her bonus action to enter her rage as she sees this arachnid, humanoid, weird fucking figure that she knows deep in the pit of her soul. Everything that it represents. And then she's gonna hustle her tiny legs on over there.
Hustle?
Hustling!
She's gonna take the hustle action.
Yes.
When Kara hustles, I just see like arms and legs. That's it. Arms, legs, and hair.
And
So
then
much hair. So much big hair.
she will use her action to attack.
You can try.
Ooh, actually, she's going to use her action to attack, but she's going to take the shove action. So we will have to make contested strength rolls.
Bring it.
This is my forte.
Oh, cool. I got a 10. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got
No,
over 20.
really sweet 10. Damn.
All right, you are knocked prone. Get down. And now
Wait, hang on. I might be immune to prone because I
Oh.
have so many legs.
You have so many legs. That's true.
Oh wait, up. Nope, that's just a 3-5 thing.
Fuck you.
Damn it, 3-5. Whatever.
Get on the ground. And all the
Fine.
little
It's
spider
like,
legs are
yeah.
kicking
So somehow it's just because it's really bottom heavy, so you just like tip it, and its spider butt is like, oh no.
I've fallen. I can't get up. And now that it has been knocked prone, she's going to attack it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, boy.
No boy.
16 to hit.
That is not going to do it. It raises up one of its chitinous legs and just blocks your axe. And it bounces off of the black, shiny material.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
No,
And
you
that's my
love
turn.
me. No, I don't. This is it's over. Arnadel, it is your turn.
Damn, fucking mind. Oh, he already went. I was like, Mind Flayer went lower than me. I'm the last one. I'm the last. What am I gonna do?
So many references today, guys. We've
I
had
know.
like 6 already.
I know.
Yes.
That's
Boom.
what I love. I
We're-
live my
we're
life
so
through
excited.
references.
We're back in top form.
Okay. I would love to do something super nuts.
Oh. Getting nuts. See, another
I'm really
reference. I'm sorry, I can't
I'm really
stop.
excited to see them in August. I am going to. Should I just stick with a cantrip? Nah, fuck it. Let's go guns blazing. Hunger of Hadar.
Ooh.
Are the enemies standing within 30 feet of each other?
They're all very far away from each other.
Oh.
They are all away from you 30 feet in each direction.
Okay.
The only one who isn't engaged is the Mind Flayer.
Well, I'm going for the Mind Flayer because that's my biggest fear.
Oh.
I'm gonna fucking Hunger of Hadar his ass. Or do I want to do Shadow of Moil? No. Hunger of Hadar.
Okay.
Let me pull that card up. I pulled him out so I could look at it. 20-foot radius sphere, bitter cold. Or is that gonna hurt it since it's already like part of that fucking dimension? Nah.
Technically different dimensions.
Yeah, you're right. What do I do?
Both ooky spooky, but different and unique in their own horrible, horrible ways.
Spooky, spooky.
Ooky spooky poopy.
So it just bamps up and it'll take 2d6 cold damage. And if it's any creature that ends its turn in the area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 acid damage as our favorite line, guys. Milky otherworldly tentacles rub against it.
Yep.
Milky acid damage.
Tasty. So go ahead and roll your damage for the cold damage.
Nice. Does my spell? I get to add my spell attack bonus to this? No, that's
No,
only
you
to hit.
don't.
That's only to hit. You're right. I always forget. I'm sorry. So 6 damage,
Okay. Owie.
and
Right.
then it'll have to make a dex save. Yeah, that's.
At
I'm
the
saying
end
this
of
for my
its-
own understanding,
got it.
not to tell you.
Okay. All right. Sweet. Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right. And then Saye, we're back up to you.
Okay.
Business. Put my cup down.
Yeah. All right. She feels a lot better knowing that it is, in fact, some kind of illusion that is a part of the test with her staff going straight through the body. And just going to keep wailing on him. So I'm going to attack again with my quarterstaff.
Absolutely.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Fuck
boy!
yeah,
You don't even
crit
need
that
those
bitch.
inspiration. God. Fine.
Can
okay.
quarterstaffs do crit damage? Like,
Yeah, everything can crit. It just means that you roll all your damage twice.
that's so cool.
So all the dice you would get to roll, you roll it twice.
That's
So
just
go ahead.
1d8.
That's okay. So you get to roll it twice.
You get to roll
That
three.
is 14 for the first one.
Oy.
Ooh.
and 12 for the second one.
Oy.
And then I'm gonna.
You don't add your modifier twice.
Oh, okay. Then 5 more.
Okay. 12 plus 5. Got it.
14 plus 5.
Yeah, 19. Okay.
And then an extra attack. That's 14 to hit.
That's gonna do it.
Shit.
When he don't have a body, he's not so naughty.
He ain't that bad. And then that's gonna be 15 damage.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm not proud of myself for that thing I just said.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to spend a key point and do flurry of blows, which is 2 more attacks.
Oh my god,
I love
honey!
it.
Somebody
yeah.
read their shit today.
Fuck it up.
You are
For
not
once, I know what
taking
I'm
shit.
doing.
You are not taking any shit.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah,
fuck
no.
no.
When Daddy comes out, she's like, "Fuck, go back in your grave."
No.
Well, that first one was a 5, so I'm just gonna use 1 inspiration right now.
Whoa. This is getting so real, y'all.
That was now a 26 to hit.
Oh,
Probably.
Oh, I think I did it.
Hey.
I think I hit him. And then that's 15 more damage. And final hit is modified 20 to hit
uh-huh.
with.
I'm scared of you.
I think all of
Scared
us are scared
everything.
of Saya. I don't think any of us have seen this from Saya yet.
I don't think so.
Like, this is
Oh,
the first
yeah.
time that this is untapped. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
She's going hard. It's yeah. And then final damage is 14.
Whoa.
How much
okay.
total? Give me the numbers.
Okay. That's a lot of damage. And how you want to kill it?
Woo!
You just did like over
You
100
just
damage.
froze yourself on Zoom.
in 2 rounds. Oh my god, you did.
Wow, 2 turns.
It was too.
Just couldn't even
was
handle
too
it.
much.
Just
It
couldn't
was
even
too
handle
much.
it.
Yeah, Nassim is super frozen and
I
a
love
hilarious
that.
pose.
There she
Shit.
is.
Sorry, you were frozen with your hands up like an asshole for like a minute. So good.
Finish him.
Okay.
Yeah,
So in
Basically,
2 rounds.
yeah, you see her like run up to him and just kind of nonstop with her quarterstaff doing like, baton twirling shit, goes down to the floor at some point, starts spinning on the ground like a b-boy, and then comes back up, and the final blow is like directly through the neck, like a decapitation with the quarterstaff. And
Yeah.
like there's like a cry right at the end, like like go away.
Yeah, and as you make that final strike through the neck, it's like the fabric just tears off of this form into like a crumpled heap, and you see the mask goes flying across the room to land on the ground, and you hear a final shattering sound as its black ceramic pieces litter the floor.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So
Fatality.
brutal.
Damn.
Brutal.
All right. Hell yeah, that was crazy.
Kara looks
All right.
over her shoulder and is like, damn,
Whoa.
she's rocking it.
She is heaving right now. She's got like her fists out, like
Hell yeah.
Fuck your couch.
Oh my god. Okay, wow. All right. Let me make a little note here. DM. Okay, all right. And then we go to our friend, the Spadre, who's called a Drider. Kara would know that. So that's
Feeder.
fine.
feeder.
Drider. Okay, and what is it gonna do? It just has so many options. It is really mad that you knocked it down. And so
Good.
it's gonna take its turn to, like, it uses its legs just to leverage itself back up, and as it does so, it's like one of those lift, like, and as it does so, from its waist it draws a wicked looking longsword and is going
Oh,
to
that's cute.
unlaunch some attacks at you. So here we go.
19 is your number.
An 18. Meh. And then I wish I had inspiration. Thanks, chat. Okay, and then a 21 to hit you. with the long sword.
That was
So I am going to need you to take 1 point of strength damage.
I see.
And then it is going to go in, and as it flicks the blade across twice in an X, it's actually going to reach in with its face, like at a lightning speed, and with its jaws, and like go in for the side of your neck for a bite.
No.
No, I don't
Right.
like it.
That'll be a 23 as you feel human-esque teeth sink
That's
into the side of your neck.
Oh god, that's
and
worse.
it burns immediately, and you are going to need to take.
Are driders male or female?
They can be both.
There's male
But
driders?
this one is male, yeah. And then this one is, you are going to take another point of strength damage.
I don't like this.
I don't either. You're not about
Isn't-
that.
Isn't that kind of damage way harder to gain back too?
Yeah,
What is it?
yeah, it is.
Strength damage.
Ugh.
1 point of strength damage.
Yeah.
And so don't forget about that. You are down 1 modifier now.
Yep, I sure am.
Okay. And then we are going to go ahead and go to our tentacle friend, who as the arms of Hadar, or I'm sorry, tentacles are they had basically just popped out of the floor, which is this kind of chalky substance. So they're like as they're just popping out, like, and spewing this white like chalk all over the place at this point where the mind flayer is standing, and it just looks down and then it looks up and it raises its 2 hands and levitates above the tentacles, so it's just suspending itself in midair, and it turns its gaze to focus on you and just begins to move towards you in a direct path completely over your spell that is sectioned onto the ground.
It can
Here.
levitate over 30 feet?
Yep. And at will. Because
Wait, so you
they're
didn't take
weird.
any damage?
Not for moving away from that. And then it is going to come flying towards you, Arnadel. And you see, yeah, these hands outstretched and the tentacles like spinning and moving towards you hungrily, towards your head. And I am going to... Will a 17 hit you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so with lightning speed, it moves towards you, and the next thing you feel are these 4 tentacles as it just, like, wraps around your head, and your vision goes dark. Yes.
Entropic ward, god damn it.
Oh, okay. So how does that work?
Let me read
You
it.
impose disadvantage on my attack?
Well, yeah, I made an attack roll. When a creature makes an attack roll against me, I can use my reaction to impose disadvantage on that roll. If the attack misses me, my next attack roll against the creature has advantage if I make it before the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so yeah, so let me roll again.
Sorry.
Yeah, catch me a little faster.
Yeah, sorry. I wanted to hear your description of what happened.
Okay, so on the
Lucky.
second one, I got a natural 20. So I still hit you.
Yeah.
17 or a natural 20. Uh-oh.
All right.
Okay, so you feel 4 tentacles wrap around your head, and your vision goes dark as one of them is covering your eyes, and now you can feel this strange, like, alien body against you in close quarters as its face is grafted onto your head. Yeah.
Oh my god. Arnadel's gonna have her brain eaten.
And as this happens, you begin to hear this horrible, like, ringing sound in your head, and it becomes very, very hard to think. It's hard to even panic at this point, as just, it's like that sound you hear when you're so far underground and there's like that yawning whisper of empty, vacuous space begins to fill your mind. And I'm going to need you to take 1 point of strength damage as this happens.
Fuck.
All right, and you are efficiently grappled, so if you want to escape from this, you have to spend your turn trying to get out of the grapple.
Okay.
Okay, and then moving right along, Kara, it is your turn.
Okay. Fuck this shit. He is so infuriated and is going to hack and slash away at it
Okay.
so hard.
Please do.
All right, so that'll be like a 23.
Okay. Yes, that'll definitely hit.
Ooh, I rolled an 8. 8 plus 3 plus 2 is 13.
Damn. Okay.
Second attack. Oh, yeah, that's 18 plus 7, 25. And on this one, she's going to use her electricity.
Yes.
Zap! 15 damage.
Owie.
6 of which is electrical.
Okay.
And then she's going to use her bonus action to make a third attack,
Fair enough.
which will be a 19.
Okay. That will just hit.
Oh, I forgot to roll see if I recharge. Nope, I do not. Okay. Alright, and then third attack will be 8 damage.
Okay. Ow. This thing, you clearly have taken a huge chunk out of this thing.
And then...
And
then I'm going to use my my action surge
Oh.
to get 2 more attacks.
We're gonna do it again, huh?
all over.
Hell yeah.
Yes. All right. So this one, woo, yes, 23 to hit.
Yeah.
And then I'll roll and then oh my god, my last one is a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
And so that will be 6 plus 8 is 14, 15, 16, plus 4 is 20 damage for those last 2 attacks.
Yeah. How you wanna do it?
Yay!
Damn, y'all.
So, after her axe being blocked by the leg, and it squirms back up into place, and it goes in for some swings against her, she kind of pushes back with her shield and with her axe, and gets like a step in between them, and then goes immediately for the place where the torso and the body connect, slices down, and then swings it back over her head, goes for the joint of right where, her arm connects to her torso and gets deep right in there, swings it back up across the other side, and then she takes it right across her last 2 slashes right at the neck.
Ugh. And so much blood.
So much blood splatters across her face, and
And drow blood is just a little bit darker than human blood. It's almost like a black, as it's flying all over and slashes against the white plaster and everything. Just this horrible, jarring scene of carnage after Kara's done away with this creature.
And as it plops to the body, she turns around and looks up. She imagines that they're looking down at them like it's some kind of arena. Are you not entertained?
Okay. Yep. And from somewhere you hear a tiny little. Okay. All right, and then Arnadel, you have a mind flayer on you, on your head.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So what's she gonna do?
I'm gonna try to fight back.
Okay. All right. Do you want to try and break the grapple?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Okay. So we are gonna go ahead and make strength saving throws.
Cut. Don't fail me now.
Great. I got a 6. So.
Oh, sweet. I got 14.
Okay, yep. So you managed to just you grab hold and you're like, bah! And you suckers off your face as you rip off the tentacles, and you see this thing is standing so close to you, and you just see these pair of black, flat, totally alien eyes looking at you. as you're this close now. So that was your standard action. Anything else you would like to do, though?
I don't think I have any other sweet bonus actions, which makes me sad. I just say fuck you real loud and definitively into its face.
It doesn't seem to react to that, but you feel better.
Yeah.
Little bitch, you can't fuck with me if you wanted to.
All right. And at this point, can everybody go ahead and make perception checks for me?
Sure can.
Natural 20. Natural motherfucking 20.
Great. And Saya, you can do yours at advantage, I was going to say.
Ooh, okay.
I got a 15.
Well, 14.
All right. You with advantage? Roll twice?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
All right. So I guess Saya, you wouldn't hear it somehow. But Kara and Arnadel, on the wall where Saya is standing, right by there, there's this burst out shape essentially where this masked figure had come through. You begin to hear sounds of scratching and scrabbling coming from the wall. And it's the same sound again as like nails raking across a chalkboard.
Gross.
Coming from the wall. Okay, and then Saya, it is your turn.
I guess I don't hear this, so I'm distracted by the fact that Arnadel is still fighting something.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to take out my crossbow because I'm probably like 60 feet away from this thing.
No, so now it's moved into the center of the room where Arnadel was standing. So yeah, You're about half the size of the room, so maybe 20.
Okay.
Probably more like 15.
All right. Well, I guess I'm still gonna take out my crossbow, and I'm gonna shoot it. Pew pew.
Okay, please, yeah, go for it.
This one.
Ooh, it's a natural one.
Nope. You trip because the floor is covered in these big chunks of stone. So like after your fight, you like whip out your crossbow and you're so excited to be there, and you totally like eat shit and trip over a rock, and you fall, and you do that horrible thing where you have your crossbow but you like fall and one hand touches the ground and you get a scrape and you feel really silly and it hurts.
Oh, ow.
Yep. Would you like to try with your next attack?
Yeah, I have another attack, so I'm gonna do that.
You pick up your scraped hand and your pride.
This time I roll 23 to hit.
Okay, yes, that does it.
And that's 12 damage.
Okay. Yes.
And then bonus action, but it has to be, right? Yeah, bonus action. Gonna shoot one more time.
Okay.
And that was a 3, but I'm gonna use my last inspiration.
Yeah. Oh man, you're just taking off all your stuff.
Do it.
All right, so the only one with inspiration left is Arnadel.
And here we go.
I'm literally holding on to this for a death saving throw.
That was fucking wasted anyway because I rolled a 5. Well, a 12.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. That will not do it. Oh well.
Yeah.
I love that somebody, Holantha said she didn't trip, she just took a knee to get a better shot.
Yeah, totally. Just needed to stabilize.
Oh man.
My turn. All right. So Kara and Arnadel, you see this. Saya does not, because Saya has turned around to fire a crossbow into the center of the room. You both see a set of red eyes emerge from that hole behind where Saya was, as you see a masked figure appear from directly behind Saya, identical to the one that was just slain a few moments before. And
the fuck?
What? It's a fucking factory of an enemy factory? What's a oh my god, who the fuck is calling me? Hold on guys, sorry. I have to answer this.
Okay. And Saya, I'm gonna need you to make a charisma saving throw for me.
Just kidding. The call ended before you get
12.
Okay. All right. With a 12.
Wait, my gift of the present is on saving throws, right? Or no?
No, that allows you to take another turn.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, all right, as you fail this saving throw, you don't see the creature. You have no idea what's happening. Your mind was not ready for this. You feel that presence again in your head, and it just, now that slimy feeling just slides directly into your mind, and you feel this like cold presence that's like starting to seep into your body, and you can feel like the touch of ceramic against your cheek as you see now this black mask is just looming right beside you, and you're completely paralyzed as this thing is clearly moving into your body.
Ew.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
And then, Kara, you begin to hear a scrabbling sound coming from the east wall right behind the corpse of this thing. And then, but nothing appears yet. And
Ooh.
then the Mind Flayer is going to... Alright, it is going to go ahead and try again to grasp you, Arnadel.
Ugh. Can I use my dexterity ring, my little ring?
No, that's for dexterity saving throws. And my Mind Flayer got a natural 20.
Ooh.
Alright.
I want to...
Mm-hmm.
I can't use advantage to impose disadvantage.
No,
huh?
use your gift of the...
I don't have it anymore.
It was taken away because
That's right.
the Sisters of Sorrow took it away.
Oh, sorry, boo.
Yep, okay. And then, so, this thing wraps again onto your head, and I'm gonna need you to take a point of strength damage.
Great.
As this happens, and you are grappled once again. Alright. And that is the round. Kara.
Ooh. This is going down real fast.
All right. Let's see. Could I make it to the Mind Flare with just my 35 feet of movement?
Yeah, because they're kind of dueling in the center of the room since
right,
Arnadel didn't
cool.
move. Yeah.
All right. Yes, I would like to run around and maneuver into an advantageous position.
Oh, flanking.
Yes. And then she is going to use her battle maneuver to goad it into attacking her. So it has to make a wisdom saving throw, I believe.
Ooh. Okay. It did terribly. Got an 8.
Yeah, fuck you. So now it has on disadvantage on attacks against everyone else except for me.
Mm.
And I'm gonna hit it. Alright, so that is a 22.
Yeah.
And that will be... Where's my other D8? There it is. 5. That'll be 10 damage.
Okay.
And then she's going to hit it again with a 19.
Yes.
And do another 10 damage. And then she will use her bonus action to hit it again.
Oh.
Oh, yes. That one is a 17.
Yep.
Sweet.
There, big tall robe guys aren't exactly AC City over here.
And that'll be 11 damage with that hit.
All right, you gonna kill it? How you do it?
Oh my god! So she sees Arnadel entangled up with this thing, and she's like, "Oh, not my fucking house!" and runs over and immediately just like takes her axe and stabs it 3 times right into where like the spine would be, at where the head meets, like where the neck meets the shoulders, and just hacks away repeatedly.
Mm-hmm. And as you hack it, Arnadel, you feel like the weight beside you dissipate, but the tentacles are still on your face as they've been severed now from the body. So you have a Mind Flayer head that is just attached by its stickers, like flops against your chest.
Hey, Celeste, what sound does it make?
Why? I'm not gonna make the squelching sound again.
No, you
The
always
pop,
do.
pop, pop.
No. There's always like anytime you have a creature doing something, it's like.
How dare you? It makes no sound. It dies quietly. It was ready to die. As almost a fuck you, it dies quietly. So the Mind Flayer is dead. There is a masked creature that is currently looks like it's possessing Saye at this moment. And moving on, Arnadel. So that's the situation as you rip this Mind Flayer head off of you.
I'm next to Kara, right?
You're next to Kara in the center of the room, and then Saye is about 20 feet away from you by the north wall, being attacked by the identical copy of this thing that just emerged from the wall. And you can hear sounds of scratching coming from the east, and you start to hear scrabbling sounds coming from the west by the holes in the walls.
Oh my god. Fuck. I clap Kara on. I wanted to clap Kara on the shoulder for decapitating the thing that was eating my face. And then I look around. I want to take a second to take in my surroundings. Are there any doors?
There are no doors in this room.
A thought crosses my mind. I'm going to share it with everybody. I wonder if what would happen if we tried to go through the plaster. And then Arnadel blasts the masked figure with Eldritch Blast.
As you think that, go ahead and make a perception check for me with advantage.
Oh, shit. Okay. I'm feeling it. Okay, so first, natural 20. Do you want me to roll again?
No, you're good. So as you think that thought and take another glance around the room, looking at the wall in the northeast corner of the room, you swear you see a shimmering blue script appears on part of a wall. You can't see it from this distance, but identical to the script that was on the door outside when you entered.
Okay, so then for my full turn, I want to blast. I get 2 beams for Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I'm going to aim both of them onto the masked figure. After I blast them, I want to run over closer to the door. Is going to be my full turn. So rolling to hit. Masked fuckhead is gonna be...
Saye, what is your AC?
18.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 19 to hit for the first one.
Okay, so that will hit.
What is it? 2? Is it 2d10? Or no, 1 per roll. Okay, so the first one is gonna do a... Let me add my whatchamacallit. 13 damage for the first blast.
Okay, Saye take 13 force damage.
What?
Well, yeah, it's blending into me.
It's half in, half incorporated with Saye. Saye is its new body.
Oh, sorry, Saye. I'm gonna kill it. I'm just gonna try to...
I have deflect missiles.
Not works. Does not work for magic. but nice
that's
try.
True.
Well, the second attack is going to be a 14.
That will not hit.
Okay. So, yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
It's cool.
And you're going to run over. So where you saw the silvery script appear, it's in the northeast corner of the room, not by the door, on the total opposite side of the door.
Yeah, I want to go to the script.
All right. So, and yeah, as you fire off these blasts and then you're moving towards the northeast, you can see that there is a small line of script. It appears in a circle at this point on the wall. And it says, and the strength to retreat when the foe is too great.
Okay. Speaking of free action, do you want me to wait for me to... No. I scream mentally. You guys are familiar with my awakened mind ability, but you've never heard it this loudly inside of your own head. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Why?
Kara, we have to retreat. This is the first test.
I don't... Fine.
I'll explain later. You have to trust me.
Okay.
I'll never take a good battle from you, but this one is not meant to be won.
Okay.
All right.
So we gotta get Saya.
So, and then, so it's back up to Saye. It is your turn. You can go ahead and make a wisdom save for me to try and stop this from happening.
Okay. I also can I can use my action to end an effect that's causing. I don't think this is what's happening, but I can end being charmed or being frightened.
No, unfortunately.
Okay. Wisdom, no, natural 20.
Oh fuck! All right. So you, so you totally, you feel this thing like starting to merge with your consciousness, and it's taking over your body, and you're losing control of even your own motor functions. And then you summon up that will again within you, and that's feeling of like crushing water that is inside of you, and you drive this thing just out. Again, it's that no, and you win that psychic fight, causing this thing to be flung out of you. And it is there again, rippling in front of you as you see an unmarred mask staring at you once again as you're facing off. And that will take your whole turn, but you are no longer being possessed by this thing.
Nice.
All right, and in response, it is not happy, and it is going to try and, ooh, yeah, cool, withering touch. That's fun. Okay, so a 13 is not going to hit you.
Nah.
So it tries to reach out and grab you with its like clawed, sort of like gloved hands, but you just dodge out of the way. And then you see appearing from the west wall a mind flayer steps out of the plaster of the wall, and it looks down at the tentacles that are still across the floor, and it begins to levitate up above them. And you see on the east side of the room a drider comes crawling out of the wall and climbs over the body of its fallen companion and is poised, ready to go.
Ew.
All right, and then Kara.
So, having been told this by Arnadel, she is going to immediately run over towards Arnadel. And then she'll take the dodge action.
Okay. Yeah, so you see the writing written in Dwarven. You don't know how you can understand it, but you can see what it says, and you see that the script is curved into the shape of a circle, so it's got like a space in between it. It's really weird, like a ring of text that seems to kind of circle like a ring.
Weird.
All right, and you take the dodge action. Got it? And then Arnadel, it is you.
Just for clarification, just to understand what kind of where I'm at. How far away am I from the door?
The door is on the very far side of the room, so it's about 40 feet away. You are in the top right corner of the room where the script is written.
Okay. How close am I to Saya?
So you are about 20 feet away?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Kara
She's
is
on your left.
Kara is the furthest away, closest to the door?
Kara is now literally right next to you in the corner.
Oh, I see. Oh, with the fucking mind flayer, who's in between me and Kara.
The mind flayer is on the far west side of the room. You guys are in the northeast corner of the room.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. And
the drider is pretty close. The drider is about 20 feet away from you on the east wall.
I think what I would like to do, because it's not going to help anybody if I keep getting incapacitated by this fucking mind flayer, I'm going to dimension door to where the exit, basically.
Okay.
Are we? Wait. I thought we were. Oh.
Because the point is to get out. So my plan is I'm going to dimension door over to the door and then cover your asses by blasting like from the exit.
Oh, I thought we were next to it. I thought there was a door next to the text.
No, the text was, we just had to get close enough to it to read it, which I did. And now I'm as far away from the door as I can be. Meanwhile, enemies are coming out and we keep getting held up by these enemies.
God damn it. I would have run the other direction. Fuck.
Arnadel, go ahead and make an intelligence check for me.
Okay. Stand by. 12.
Okay. As you're thinking, you recall the first thought that made you think to look for the text. Do you remember what that was?
Yes. If it was possible for us to walk through the walls, through the plaster.
Okay. You recall that. And then what would you like to do?
I get that you're leaving me a clue, but I have no fucking clue. Like, what?
That we don't need to go through the door.
Oh, okay. Well, then I try to walk through the wall that has the text on
Okay.
it.
You walk into a wall that is kind of slimy, and yeah, you walk into like a plaster wall, and it hurts your head.
What? Retreat.
Oh, I got it. We gotta walk through the place where they are spawning from, I think. Because we gotta face them, so we gotta put our face where they was. Right?
Okay,
Then-
so that was so that's Arnadel's turn as Arnadel walks into a wall.
What?
And Saye, you are
I don't get the.
you
cast
have
a
been
spell?
you've been doing a lot of thinking and talking.
Okay.
You good. And Saye, you are squared off with this thing now. And you know that now your companions, you can't really see what they're doing, but they're standing about 20 feet to your right looking at a wall.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear that there are 2 more enemies now crawling out of the wall on either side of you, and you're facing this masked figure in front.
Can I make some kind of perception? Because she's like, all right, these things are clearly going to keep coming out, and maybe there's another way out of this room or something. I don't know what's going on over there, but they keep coming from somewhere. Can I make I don't know, a perception or a knowledge to think, would I get the idea of looking at the walls that they're coming out of?
Sure. Go ahead and make a investigation or perception. Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Are they different?
Yeah, one is intelligence based and one is wisdom based.
Okay, the wisdom based one.
All right, perception it is.
14.
Okay. All right. So you look over and you see your companions staring at the wall, which in the middle of combat, this is all coming very, very quickly to you. And you are looking at this wall in front of you, this masked figure, and you see that the plaster itself, the wall was bust open by these things. And you see all the crumbled little pieces around you on the ground, and you're like, these walls aren't very strong. Why would they be coated in plaster? This is a strength trial. You're like looking at it and you're like, this is just a really weird. So you're not exactly sure. You can't put all the pieces together, but you think there's something to do. The walls wouldn't be made of this material for no reason.
Okay. I want to try whacking the wall with my quarterstaff.
Yeah, so you take a moment. So you are engaged in combat with this thing. So do you want to just like swing off to the side and still keep face with this creature?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I'm facing him, but with like the back end of my quarterstaff, I kind of shove it behind me.
Yeah. And as you do so, the wall crumbles like instantly, and as your staff just goes right through the wall. It was super easy to puncture a hole through it.
Okay. As soon as that happens, I scream out to them across the way. I say, knock down the walls. These guys are coming from somewhere. We can break through.
Okay. And then next turn. Oh, it's the monsters again. Hi. Okay, so the Drider is going to run very fast, which is horrific on its spider legs as it just glides across the plaster floor and dives at you, Kara.
I'm gonna use my reaction to activate my armor.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, so good because, well, wait, let's see. It might still hit you. That's a 26.
Oh, that does.
Okay. Oof. All right. So a 26 to hit you with its long sword. All right. So take 1 point of strength damage.
Boo. Now I'm at a -2.
Yeah. -2?
Her modifier isn't -2,
Oh,
but
okay.
-2 from her original score.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then 21 will not hit you with that shield, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then one more. Yeah, and a 12. So the rest is garbage, but it seems extremely agitated now as it's running towards you, and you see the mind flare does its best. It comes floating, like making a beeline towards both of you at the northeast corner, but it only manages to make it about halfway across the room. And the ghost figure too, this masked figure Saye in front of you, it makes another desperate effort to try and claw at you. Okay, so that's a 21.
Mm-hmm.
So as it reaches out with its talons, because you were kind of ignoring it to hit the wall, it rakes down the side of your body, and you get these cold yet hot flashes of pain as its claws rake down your arm, and you take 1 strength damage. All right, and then Kara.
Okay. She is going to use her action to disengage, and then she is going to chop through the wall, or go to the nearest hole in the wall that the monsters came out of.
Be very specific with me. Where are you chopping through the wall?
Okay, so we're in the northeast corner. And then out of
the glowing text here,
right, and
is right in front of you, and then the Drider's right behind you.
Okay, so I want to go into the hole that the Drider came out from.
Okay, so
because we have to face her fears.
To do that, you will have to run past the Drider.
Yeah,
that is currently blocking.
Yeah, she uses her action to disengage, and then runs past.
All right, perfect. So you go ahead and you run around the Drider, and you're dodging it, and it's hissing, and you can see it's turning around on its spider legs to try and track you in its vision. And you run all the way to that hole in the wall that it emerged from, and you throw yourself in there, and you find yourself in a small kind of closet space of wet plaster. And there you have no way of knowing, there's no tunnel out, or you can't see where the hell this Drider might have come from, or the tunnel behind the wall. There's no indication. So you're standing basically in this tiny little closet space.
All right. Yeah. That's your turn.
Okay. And then Arnadel.
Fucking wanna
I'm gonna go pee real quick.
I've witnessed what Kara's doing, right? I want to do the same thing, but the wall that has the mind flare. Coming out of them.
All right, so if you want to run past the spider thing, you are going to take an attack of opportunity.
If I do that, can I use advantage to dodge? I don't know how that would work.
You can use it to impose disadvantage on me.
Okay. Otherwise, I could take a dexterity save.
Nope, it would just get an attack.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I am going to... I want to get the fuck out of this room. So here it goes. Disadvantage on that attack of opportunity.
Okay. Alright, cool. Because my first one was natural 20, but with disadvantage, I am at a 6, so a 12 is not going to hit you, I'm assuming.
No. Thank God. Holy shit.
We have used all of our inspiration tonight officially. So you run across, and you have to go all the way to the far side of the room. So it's about 40 feet away.
I'm dashing, baby.
Yeah, so you are dashing, and you run past a mind flayer who's coming at you, and they are going to get an attack of opportunity. Oh, baby, that's a 24 to hit.
Uh-huh.
And then that is 1 point of strength damage.
Oh, God. Jesus, fuck.
And you keep running, and your spell is still up on the ground. Do you want to dispel it or run over your Hunger of Hadar?
Oh, I dispel it, yeah.
Okay, so you dispel it, and you go to the hole where the mind flare came out of, and now you are standing in a closet that doesn't lead anywhere on the west side of the room.
Also equally as uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, you're standing, you can barely fit in it, as a person, you're just standing in the dark. Yeah, I mean, but it's still open, you can still see the light from the other room and everything moving in there. It's just you're standing in an alcove.
Do we run through, plaster?
So you just ran into the burst hole in the wall, where it came out of it. They basically muscled the doorway And so
Oh.
you just are running to stand in the doorway, and there's nothing behind the wall.
Got
You're just
it.
standing in the space where they presumably came out.
Got it.
Okay, and then Saye. So now your companions have just split across the room and are standing in the holes in the walls.
I can see them just standing
You
there.
can see them just standing there with their
We're just
backs
like-
to you. Seemingly
Okay.
waiting for something to happen.
Okay. I'm not sure if it's exactly the right place to go. Why not? I'm gonna try it too. I'm gonna go stand in the fucking closet.
Okay.
Guys, we have to find some way to break the fourth wall.
So you... That's so bad. So...
We're on a roll
So
tonight.
Nassim, you just... I'm sorry, this is so funny. So Nassim, you just go stand in the little closet space, and the little ghost, like, fighting you is like, "Ah," and is like, cool, now it's easier to hit you because you're standing in a closet.
Great.
So the three of you are standing in the
You were like,
holes.
shit, I hope she would get this hint.
Sorry. No, let me just take a drink. Inside. This isn't...
I needed to try. I needed to know.
Mhm.
Saya's like, maybe we all need to be in there.
Okay. So,
That seems perfectly reasonable to me.
so all three of you are standing in these little, like, spaces where the
Yeah.
monsters came out.
Mhm.
And nothing is happening.
Got it.
And then it's my monsters, and they're all gonna hit you while you're in the closet. And I'm gonna say, since you're in such a small space, they're all gonna get advantage on these hits. So the ghost is gonna come up and, yeah, try and hit you because you don't have a lot of room to dodge. Okay, so Saye, it's gonna claw you again for a 26. So take 1 point of strength damage.
Shit.
And then on the east wall, the Drider is gonna scurry back to where you are, Kara. And get that advantage, even with advantage, there's no way it's hitting you.
Woo!
And then Arnadel, the Mind Flayer, is gonna try and reach out with its tentacles again. Does a 15 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so take 1 point of damage as your head is wrapped again in these tentacles.
Another strength damage?
Yep.
Oh my god. I'm so flustered.
Okay, alright, and then Kara.
All right, so as it is starting in my space, it's gonna take 5 electricity damage because
Fair.
fuck you. And then I would like to. So on my attack action, I want to use one of my attacks to shove it back 10 feet.
Okay.
So we'll make opposed strength checks again.
Why my monsters are rolling like butt?
Are
14.
they? Are they?
22.
Yeah.
All right,
My
so-
monsters aren't defeating you at this point. It's my brain puzzle, apparently. So
Yeah, so she's gonna shove it back, and then she is going to. And then, so it's 10 feet away from her. So then she's gonna run towards that corner where the text was, or
in the
is,
in the glowing circle.
and she wants to try and hack through the wall where that is.
Neat. So with a swing of your axe, you bring it towards where that text is in that like circling spot, and
Mhm.
right as you strike it, immediately the plaster just like shatters and blows backwards, and you can see now that a lower half of a door is revealed in the wall.
She's very excited. Guys, I found it! I found the fucking door! You gotta get over here, though!
Yep. So yeah, you spend your turn. So you get about half of it with that action,
Sweet.
since it's not a full action. Okay, sweet. And then Arnadel, it is your turn. You are being grappled by a Mind Flayer. What would you like to do? Making a sassy face.
I have a cantrip called Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
I'd like to grab him and shock
Okay.
the fuck out of him.
Well, he's already attached to you, so I'm just gonna give you that.
I
You
Pikachu
don't-
his ass.
Yeah.
Take a
Pika! Fuck you!
I want to grab
alright.
what I want to do the same thing that I did with the fucking wolves before I met Aaron. I'm gonna fucking jab my thumbs. I'm gonna put their big stupid eyes. I'm gonna grab
up
his
in
head
there.
and stick my thumbs into his fucking eye sockets. And I'm gonna
Okay.
cast Shocking Grasp because I have to touch him.
Love it.
All right. So what does this look like? On
I'm
a
just
hit.
giving the touching to you because he's all kinds of touching you. So just roll your damage for
Tight.
me.
Okay, so
Bad
that's gonna
touch.
be.
He's the bad touch man. Bad touch
The bad
nightmare
touch.
man.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh my god, the champagne is just going straight to my fucking head, y'all.
11 damage.
11. Okay, nice.
And on a hit, the target it cannot take any reactions until the start of its next turn.
Ooh, that is very good.
Nice.
That's
Run
very good.
away.
Yeah, so okay. Shock it. It's shocking. Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Move the fuck away and follow Kara.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna give it to you since you shocked it. You can move past it, and since it can't react, you startle it so much that its grapple is like as its tentacles turn noodly
I feel like
with electricity.
Can I say that it does make a noise when it does that? Can it go?
As you run past it, and since it can't take reactions, you get to dart. So you're heading towards the other side of the room, where Kara is.
Yeah.
All right. So you are running, and you see Kara has hacked away about half of this wall to reveal a door. So you're running, and then Saye.
Can you hear me? My internet says it's unstable.
Yeah, we can hear you. You're just your video's a little. Oh, we just lost Sage.
Oh. Well, until they come back, I want to hit Ghosty Man with the stunning strike.
Okay. Ooh. Oh my god! I just spilled champagne over.
I gotta rework the. I don't want to. I'm sorry. You know what, Twitch? I'm not gonna recrop the videos because as soon as Sage pops back in, I'm gonna have to recrop it. So you're just gonna have to deal with a weird wonky screen, okay?
Yeah, just give it a few minutes. We'll fix it.
I would
That didn't
scramble to
work.
change it, but nah. Sorry.
That did not work. I rolled 3. So with my extra attack, I'm going to try to do another stunning strike.
Okay. Go for it.
And that did work.
There we go.
It was like a 26. So yeah, that's going to be also with my quarterstaff. And stunned with 14 damage.
Okay.
Oh, but he has to make, what is it? Where did it go? A Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of my next turn.
Okay, he definitely failed that.
Okay, sweet. And then
Okay.
I will run towards the opening that Kara made.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, so you all get over there, and I think between... here, give it 1 second, guys, as I'm checking with Sage.
We're a little slow on the plaster. Hint.
Are you reading the chat? It wasn't.
No,
it's
I'm
like-
not, but
Everybody's like giving a shit for not like. I'm like, hey, I'm
No, it's
clearly
fine.
not just. I'm preoccupied.
I honestly, I expected one of you to hit the wall you were standing in front of when I told you to hit the wall.
Arnadelle is super smart, and sometimes she's too smart for her own good and doesn't see obvious things. She's like, and I also did. I completely misunderstood Celeste's fucking clue.
That is totally fine. Well, because I was like, you said the thing, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly it. You've solved my puzzle.
You had to throw me off. Because Celeste knows that Brittany overthinks things like
Yes.
crazy.
Absolutely.
You butthead.
So Sage is coming back on. Britt, do you have an extra 15 to stick around?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sweet. Sage's computer's restarting. We had a heating issue. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, sorry, everybody.
Almost back. I know, at this dramatic moment. Hi, everybody. It's so good to have you here.
So good to be here. Thanks for having me.
wasn't talking to you, but okay. Take it. I guess let's go ahead and then Sage will jump right back in here.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so you all managed to evade your different monstrosities, and Kara has thrown back her axe and is, about to like make that final blow on the door. And as she does, you can see there's a smaller single door revealed behind the plaster of the wall. And revealing the plaster of the wall, and there's the door in front of you.
Since I was the last one arriving at the door, I push both Kara and Arnadel forward into the doorway.
And we close it like Dark Souls style, and that means we don't get attacked anymore.
Done. Yeah, so you pull open the ring of the door, Saye, and you just shove your companions inside, and yeah, you all get behind the door and close it really, really quick. And there's that moment where all of your blood is pumping and your hearts are racing, and you're like and you don't hear any more sounds coming from the other side of the door. And you find yourself standing in a new room.
Great.
And this room is very similar to that first room you walked into after the set of double doors, the one where you'd seen the armor on the ground and everything. Except, so you look around this room, it's much smaller, and then you see there are a set of double doors on the far side. But covering this room, it looks like across the floor and the walls, there are scorch marks. So there's a bunch of charcoal and like spatters all over the place. And then you see that the floor is covered in these small shiny objects that when you look closer, they're needles. They're very long silver needles that are laid across
like
the floor.
hypodermic needles?
Like big sewing needles just scattered across the floor, and you see these scorch marks all over the place, and you see the set of double doors on the far side of the room.
Okay.
Can I do a perception check to see if there are any other like little fine details?
Yeah,
Arnadel,
absolutely.
With that
Same.
last puzzle, we're all just like,
yeah, look for glittery writing on the wall.
we're just like, it's a test. Oh my god.
It is a test. They're all tests.
Fuck yeah. I rolled a fat fucking number. It's gonna be a 25.
Okay.
I got a 15.
All right. So looking around the room, you don't see anything else more interesting about the walls or anything of that sort. But as you do get a little bit closer, we have a Sage. Hi, Sage.
Hi. Okay, there we go.
All right, sweet.
Audacity's good too.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes.
It recovered.
Bless. Awesome. Yeah, we're almost at the end, so I'm glad you're here for it. So you guys had made it. You had burst through that room, and you had closed the door, and the sounds of combat had stopped, and you found yourself standing in a similar room to that first one before the plaster room, where there had been the fallen armor and weapons and notes. Except this one has scorch marks all over the wall and floor, and the floor is covered in needles, silver needles, all across the floor. And so your perception checks don't reveal anything additional about the rest of the room, but as you move a little bit further into the room, you see another set of that silver blue script appear above the door. And it says, "To be a Carillon requires the finesse to survive."
Hmm.
What do we need a fucking what do we need,
Be
like
on
a
your
rapier?
toes.
The finesse to survive?
That's never been my strong suit, I've gotta say.
So what do we gotta stab a dragon with a needle in just the right spot? Like
And I will say that all of you feel fucking weak and tired because you've all taken significant strength damage, and that didn't leave you when you left the room.
of course not. It's a
So you are
fucking
all
challenge.
weaker, heavier, and you think back upon that to that first room where you saw messages that are like, so weak, can't go on. And you're like, uh-oh. Yep. So that is what the door says. That is what the room looks like.
AK
What
Noob
do you
said
do?
acupuncture the dragon.
Ooh. You have to do acupuncture as the
finesse
next
is
test.
correctly calming this creature that has horrible back pain.
It's awful. Its sciatica is a wreck.
It's super.
It's just an empty room, and it says, and the script comes up and says,
Oh,
we have
I'm sorry. It's on the set of double doors is where the script appears. So
Across
there
the
are a set of doors just identical to the first one where they're double doors and then the message scrawled across.
Got it.
So clearly you have another test ahead of you.
Got it. Let's
Let's open these
go
doors.
in.
Okay. All right. So as you open the doors, this is what you see ahead of you. A very large, long room opens up in front of you, and you can see that you are standing on a line of gray stone by the doors, and on the far side of the room you can see there are another set of doors there, and they also have a line of gray stone by the door. But between you and that strip of gray, there's a huge board of tiles. So it looks like a chessboard in front of you with black and white tiles in patterns across the room. And that is all you see stretching ahead of you.
Mm-hmm. Kara wants to press her tip of her big toe onto the nearest white tile.
Okay, so with that, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck your traps, I have advantage. I rolled a 3 and a 4, so
Great.
that'll be 6.
Okay, and as you step onto one of the white tiles, this huge gout of white flame just extends in this column, completely fucking burning your foot and shooting all the way up to the ceiling of this room. And you are going to take 1 point of dexterity damage.
What
And
the fuck this dungeon? It's not
this-
HP.
is where we're gonna end as you start the second trial.
Needles.
Cool.
All right.
Mm.
Well, thank you everybody so much for listening to this horrible trial episode. I promise the next episodes are not going to get any better than this. So you guys, you're in for a haul as you go through your trial. So thank you everybody so much for joining us. I have been your dungeon master, Celeste Konowich.
I've been your thoroughly face-sucked fucking...
Face sucked. Like us on all the best of days.
Oh, boy. Elven Warlock, Arnadella played by Brittany.
And I'm Nassim. I played your ass-kicking human monk,
Hell
Sayonara.
Oh, so much
Ooh.
ass. All right, and
Kicks.
I am, and I'm Sage, and I play Kara Brunhilde, the barbarian.
Yes. Well, thank you everybody so much for joining us and sticking around a little late. But you know what you should do until next time?
Venture
away! Venture away, everybody. We'll get that right one day. We'll get back in sync.
Oh, man.
Never.
We used to be really good at it.
We
Have
did.
We, really?
Yeah, we used to be.
Did
The
we?
first,
Oh.
like,
I don't remember
20
that.
episodes. Yeah, we're on it.
Oh, man. Okay, well, fucking pineapple.